Are you thinking about moving to Wake Forest, North Carolina? I've broken down 6 key pros and cons for you. Stay tuned to see if Wake Forest is where you would like to call home. Hey everyone, Nicholas Newcomer here, your go-to real estate pro with eXp Realty right here in beautiful North Carolina. Don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe so you never miss out on another upload. Let's see if Wake Forest lives up to the hype. Let's kick it off with pro number 1, the cost of living compared to nearby cities. One of the biggest advantages of living in Wake Forest is that it's more affordable than many other parts of the triangle. The town's cost of living index sets about 9.7% below the national average, which means day-to-day expenses like groceries, transportation, and utilities are easier on the budget compared to larger urban areas. In fact, transportation costs run roughly 8% lower, and the utility bills are about 6% lower than the U.S. average. While Wake Forest housing market has seen steady growth, it still offers better value than hotspots like Cary or Chapel Hill, giving you more square footage, larger yards, and often newer homes for the price. Combined with Wake County's moderate property tax rate of roughly 0.61% of a home's assessed value, the affordability makes Wake Forest an attractive choice for buyers seeking a balance of comfort and cost efficiency. Let's move on to pro number 2, housing value. Wake Forest housing market offers a strong mix of options and a solid value compared to many neighboring cities. As of July, the median sales price for a single-family home in Wake Forest will run you around $525,000. Wake Forest is $45,000 cheaper than Raleigh, $210,000 cheaper than Apex, and $425,000 cheaper than Cary. Homes in Wake Forest sell in around 12 days with a good balance between new construction, established neighborhoods, and townhome communities. Buyers can find everything from starter homes in the $300,000 to $400,000 range to larger luxury properties with expansive yards. Many neighborhoods include community amenities such as pools, walking trails, and playgrounds, adding lifestyle value without dramatically increasing costs. For those seeking new builds, Wake Forest's steady development pace means plenty of choices in floor plans and style, making it easier to match a home to your needs and budget. Now pro number 3, charming and historic downtown. Downtown Wake Forest delivers a blend of small town charm and lively community energy that's hard to find in many growing suburbs. The area is pedestrian friendly and with brick-lined sidewalks, restores historic buildings, and a mix of locally owned shops, boutiques, and restaurants. Signature events like Friday Night on White, a free outdoor concert series, draws thousands of residents and visitors for live music, food trucks, and family fun. The Wake Forest Farmers Market, open year-round, connects local to fresh produce, baked goods, and homemade products from area vendors. Seasonal festivals, holiday parades, and art walks keep the calendar full, while coffee shops, cafes, and breweries provide cozy spots to gather any time of the year. This combination of historic preservation and modern community activity makes downtown Wake Forest a vibrant hub that fosters a strong sense of belonging. Let's keep this going with pro number 4, the excellent schools. Wake Forest is served by Wake County Public School System, one of the largest and most respected districts in North Carolina, known for its diverse academic programs and relatively high funding per student. Several local schools consistently score well above average with great school ratings ranging from 7 to 9 out of 10, reflecting strong performance in test scores, college readiness, and student progress. In addition to traditional public schools, families have access to highly rated charter schools such as Franklin Academy and private institutions that offer smaller class sizes and specialized curriculum. Proximity to major universities like North Carolina State University, Duke University, and UNC Chapel Hill, as well as Wake Technical Community College, gives residents access to exceptional higher education opportunities within a short drive. For families prioritizing education, Wake Forest offers a range of choices that support student success from kindergarten through college. The next pro is the great location within the Research Triangle. Wake Forest location offers offers residents the best of both worlds: suburban living with quick access to one of the fastest growing economic regions in the country. Situated about 25 to 35 minutes from downtown Raleigh and roughly 40 minutes from Durham, the town is within easy reach of the entire Research Triangle Park area, which houses over 160 companies, employs more than 50,000 people in industries like technology, biotechnology, and healthcare. The Raleigh-Durham International Airport is about 30-minute drive, making both domestic and international travel convenient. Major highways like US 1 and I-540 connect Wake Forest to the rest of the Triangle, which still allowing the town to maintain a quieter, small-town atmosphere. This prime location appeals to commuters, remote workers, and business travelers alike, providing easy access to big city job opportunities, cultural amenities, and entertainment without sacrificing the slower pace and comfort of suburban life. The last pro I would like to talk about is the abundant parks and outdoor recreation. Wake Forest is a haven for outdoor lovers, offering an impressive variety of parks, greenways, and natural spaces. That makes it easy to stay active year-round. The crown jewel is Falls Lake State Recreation Area, which spans 12,000 acres of water and 26,000 acres of surrounding woodlands. Here, residents can enjoy boating, fishing, swimming, hiking, and camping just minutes from home. Within town limits, you have the E. Carroll Joyner Park, is a local favorite, featuring 117 acres of rolling meadows, more than 3 miles of paved walking trails, a restored 19th century farmstead, and an amphitheater that hosts outdoor concerts and events. Wake Forest also maintains a network of greenways connecting neighborhoods to parks, playgrounds, and downtown, making it possible to walk or bike instead of drive. Whether you're into weekend kayaking, morning jogs, or evening strolls with the family, the town access to scenic, well-maintained outdoor spaces as a huge quality of life boost. Now let's move on to the cons, starting with the traffic and commute challenges. One of the most frequent complaints from Wake Forest residents is the traffic, especially during peak commuting hours. Major corridors like US 1 and NC 98 often experience heavy congestion with backups stretching for miles during morning and evening rush hours. This is largely due to the town's rapid growth. Wake Forest population has more than doubled since 2000, outpacing road expansion and infrastructure improvements. A commute that might take 25 minutes in light traffic can easily turn into a 40 to 50 minute trip during busy times, especially for those heading into Raleigh or the Research Triangle Park. While projects like the I-540 loop expansions aim to improve flow, many residents still find themselves spending significant time behind the wheel, and with limited public transportation options, driving remains the primary way to get around. For anyone with a daily commute, this is a factor that can significantly impact quality of life. Now, con number 2, the hot and humid summers. If you're not a fan of heat and humidity, Wake Forest summers can be a real challenge. From late May through September, daytime highs frequently reach the high upper 80s to mid 90s, and when you factor in the humidity, the heat index often feels well over 100 degrees. This combination can make outdoor activities uncomfortable in the middle of the day and increase reliance on air conditioning, which in turn raises summer utility bills. Nights don't always offer much relief either, with temperatures often staying in the 70s. Climate data also suggests that extreme heat days are becoming more common. Forecasts predict a 142% increase in days above 106 degrees over the next 30 years if current trends continue. While some residents enjoy the long sunny season for boating and other outdoor activities, those sensitive to heat or coming from cooler climates may find North Carolina summers a significant adjustment. Let's move on to con number 3, limited park transportation. Wake Forest offers very few public transportation options, which means most residents rely heavily on a personal vehicle for commuting, errands, and recreation. While the Go Triangle bus service operates limited routes connecting Wake Forest to Raleigh and other parts of the Triangle, schedules are infrequent and coverage is minimal, making it important for most daily commuters. There is currently no commuter rail or light rail service through long long-term regional transit plans, have discussed potential connections and in the future. Until those projects become reality, the lack of robust public transit contributes to heavier traffic on local roads and higher transportation costs for households, for residents used to living in larger cities with subways, streetcars, or frequent bus lines. Wake Forest's car-dependent layout can feel restrictive and inconvenient, especially for those who prefer to avoid driving during rush hour. Moving on to con number 4, the limited nightlife and entertainment. While Wake Forest offers a charming downtown and a growing dining scene, its nightlife and entertainment options remain fairly modest compared to larger nearby cities. You'll find a handful of breweries, pubs, and live music venues, but the selection is limited, especially if you're looking for late night options, dance clubs, or large performances spaces. Major concerts, theater productions, and sporting events typically require 25 to 40 minute drive to Raleigh, Durham, or Chapel Hill. Even movie theaters are sparse, with only a few options within town limits. For single and younger residents seeking a vibrant urban style nightlife, this can feel limiting. Many people who enjoy an active evening social scene find themselves commuting into the city on weekends, which adds both time and expense. While the quieter pace is a perk for some, others see it as a downside when weighing lifestyle priorities. The next kind is one of the worst, the high pollen during spring. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, Wake Forest springtime can be especially challenging. Like much of central North Carolina, the town experiences a heavy pollen season that typically starts in late March and can last into May. During peak weeks, the pollen count often reaches very high levels, covering cars, driveways, and outdoor furniture with a visible layer of yellow-green dust, mostly from pine trees and other local vegetation. According to the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, Raleigh and the surrounding areas rank among the top 50 U.S. cities for seasonal allergy challenges, and Wake Forest shares similar conditions due to its proximity and tree density. Residents often find themselves running air purifiers, keeping windows closed, and washing vehicles frequently during this period. For those with asthma or severe allergies, these conditions can significantly impact comfort and outdoor activity levels in the spring. The last con I would like to talk about today is Wake Forest is a bit far from certain major metropolitan areas. While Wake Forest is well positioned for access to Raleigh, it can feel somewhat removed from other triangle destinations, particularly Chapel Hill, Cary, and other parts of the Research Triangle Park. For example, a drive from Wake Forest to Chapel Hill can take 50 to 60 minutes during rush hour, and even some RTP campuses may require 45 minutes or more depending on traffic patterns. This distance can be a drawback for residents who need to commute to these areas regularly or who want frequent access to their amenities such as university events, specialized medical centers, or niche shopping and dining. The lack of robust public transit options compounds to the issue, as there are no direct bus or train routes that make these trips more convenient. For many people, the town's location is a perfect balance of suburban comfort and city access, but for those with professional or personal ties to the farther ends of the triangle, the drive time can become consistent frustration. There we have 6 pros and 6 cons to Wake Forest, North Carolina. Do you think Wake Forest is a good fit for you? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And if you're thinking about making a move to the Triad or Triangle, I love to be your go-to real estate agent resource. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, feel free to reach out. Call or text at 336-266-8976 or email me at nick.realtor@icloud.com. I'm here to make the process smooth, stress-free, and maybe even a little fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.